To this week's Reiki Healing Circle. I hope everyone's had a lovely week. I've had a bit of an up and down crazy weekend, but that's why I'm starting just slightly early, just because I thought I'd mention that I have found a house in Scotland, and usually if you're here you'll know that I've been looking for a house for a long time. And we're going to put an offer in on it today. So very exciting, and it's very nerve-wracking as well. But it's good kinds of nerve-wracking. Definitely the kind of problems I want to have. So anyway, now that my exciting news is out of the way, we'll go and talk about what you've come here for, which is Reiki and the lovely Reiki energy itself. And I thought this week what I would do is to talk a little bit more about working with that Reiki energy, because there are things that are written in the manuals that tell you how to work with it and things, but a lot of times it helps when you're talking to people who do Reiki all the time to find out their different techniques, or there's just so many ways of working with this energy. And if you've experienced something working with the universal life force energy of another modality, it's the same thing, then that way of working with the energy might be best for you. So it's not all about exactly how to follow rules in Reiki at all. It's about your intention. And I just wanted to go through this one exercise today of how to start to feel that Reiki energy, or reconnect with that Reiki energy if you've been doing Reiki for a while and you're just starting to feel like it's just not there for some reason, which we all do when our stress in our lives get too much. Then we lose touch with the Reiki energy, and it's just the culture that we live in that causes this, and it stops us from being in touch with it. So one way that we can do to reconnect with it is take your hands and put them in the gassho position or prayer position, but leave a little bit of space in between your fingers. Don't touch your hands together, although if they touch, that's okay. Don't worry, we're not looking for preciseness here. It's just hold them close together and relax. And take a deep breath in, slow, deep breath in. And while you're breathing that breath in, think about unconditional love. You're breathing in that Reiki energy that's all around you. And of course, breathe out. Don't just keep breathing in while I'm saying this. And when you breathe out, I want you to think about peace and relaxation. And just do this a few times. Breathe in the love, the lovely Reiki energy that's all around us. And breathe out peace and relaxation. And now on the next breath in, you're breathing in that Reiki energy, and it's coming in through your crown. I know we're breathing in through our noses and our mouths, into our lungs. But imagine that this Reiki energy, while you're breathing in, is coming in through your crown, and it's going through your crown chakra, through your third eye chakra, which is kind of in the center of your head, down through your throat chakra, into your heart center. So feel that Reiki energy coming down. And then once it gets into your heart center, imagine that it is coming out through your arms, and when you're breathing out, that air, it's easier to think of it as air, but that Reiki energy is coming out through your palm chakras. So think about the Reiki energy coming in on the in-breath, unconditional love through your crown, down into your heart chakra. And when you breathe out, it's going through your arms and out your palm chakras. And just visualize this for a little bit. It's coming in and it's going out through your fingers. And bring your fingers close together. They can touch a little bit, but try and keep them apart. And see if you can feel that magical energy dancing between your fingers when you breathe out. That Reiki energy coming out of your palms and just doing a little dance between your fingers as it comes out from each of your palm chakras. This is a lovely exercise to do when you're feeling like you're not in touch with that lovely Reiki energy, because you will feel there's something there, something magical. And even when you do touch your fingers together, they'll start to feel a bit electrified. And that's just that Reiki energy. And it's beautiful. And then if you wanted to give a Reiki healing, you can go ahead and your hands are already totally activated and put them on your knee if your knee's hurting, or if you have a friend who has some shoulder problems and you want to give them a Reiki healing. When you're breathing in, you're breathing in that Reiki energy all around you. And when you're breathing out, it's coming out through your palm chakras and going to whatever area needs to be healed. Reiki energy is intelligent, so it knows what it needs to do. You don't need to worry about it. You can set the intention, but the Reiki energy itself is intelligent, and it's always for the person's highest good. So it will always do what that person needs it to do. And that takes all the worry away from it, doesn't it? So, well, I hope that exercise helps to reconnect you to the Reiki energy if you're feeling that it's not there, or if you're new to Reiki and you want to know what is this all about. It's when you do that, you'll start to feel the tingles between your fingers, and when you put your fingers together, they will feel almost electrified. It's like there's just this energy, and that life force energy is all around us all the time. It's just getting in tune with it. That's all it is. So let's go over and do our Reiki Healing Circle for today. So just relax and close your eyes. Let go of any tension and anxiety, and know you're surrounded by love, peace, and security. Bring your attention to your breath and take a few slow, deep breaths. Breathe in love and breathe out peace. Place your palms upwards with the intention to send healing to the center of our circle. Now bring your attention to your heart center and fill your heart with love and compassion, and set the intention that we're going to send Reiki, love and blessings, or healing thoughts to the center of our circle. Feel this energy building up and up until it completely fills our circle with golden light. Feel the energy continue to build until it fills the room and encloses and bathes us in golden healing light. Feel the energy flowing from us and visualize the golden light connecting and embracing us within this healing and loving space. Make your connection to your own divine source, and if appropriate, invite your guides and guardian angels into our circle. Ask for guidance, wisdom, and compassion so that we can help bring love and healing to the earth and to everyone and everything that lives upon the earth. So now send out healing, love and blessings with the knowledge that where thought goes, energy flows. Now we will place ourselves in the center of the circle to receive this golden healing energy. So I place Heather in the center of our circle. Now place yourself in the center of our circle. Now visualize each of us in the center of the circle receiving a healing from this golden glowing energy. Feel the energy flowing around us and through us. Feel it connecting us. Feel it healing and soothing us. And feel it filling every cell of our bodies with health and positive energy. Feel it calming our minds, filling our hearts with love, and opening our consciousness to the wisdom of the universe. And now we will place whoever or whatever we wish to receive a healing in the center of the circle. So I place Neil, Anne, Patty Lou, all my friends in our family, and our pets in the center of the circle. Now place whoever or whatever you wish to receive a healing in the center of our circle. Now feel free to call out at random anyone or anything else you would like to place in the circle. I place World Peace, the Dalai Lama, and everyone who comes to the group in the center of the circle. Now visualize all the people and situations we have placed in the circle, bathed in golden healing light and surrounded by our love. Now imagine taking hold of the hands of the person on either side of you in our circle. And also visualize taking hold of the hands of all people in Reiki groups throughout the world. Feel the energy flowing from hand to hand and heart to heart, and reaching out to the whole of the universe. And now bring your attention to Mother Earth, and see the earth surrounded in golden healing light, and send love, blessings, and gratitude for all she provides for us. Ask that the earth may be healed, cleansed, and at peace. And now, with a little squeeze of appreciation, release the hands on either side of you. Allow the visualization to gently fade away, but hold on to the feeling of oneness and love. You can hear in that Reiki Healing Circle how that energy is flowing around us and through us all the time. We just need to become aware of it. So it's nice to come together with other people, either now or in the future when people join to watch this on replay, and to feel that energy of the circle, because it does have its own unique feeling to it from week to week even. So it's just the different energies of the different people who join who bring it a different feel. It's wonderful. So let's go over and find out what our angel cards are for this week. And if you've stopped by and you're taking a look, please give a like or a comment. And I should see comments, but I don't see likes during the Reiki Healing Circle. But I will see them later, and I appreciate that. It also, when you like and comment, it does spread the message out for other people who might need a Reiki Healing Circle experience as well. And it just adds to the energy for us as well. So for card number 1, it is learning. And I need to learn to remove the candle video first. But anyway, I love this card every time it comes up because it's green. And green to me is the color of nature. And I love the fact that this person is looking at a piece of grass or wheat or what have you, and a bug on that. It looks like a ladybird maybe. It's just a beautiful card, and we're learning all the time, aren't we? Let's go over and find out what the card says. As humans, we are perpetually learning and growing. Learning to handle emotions comes from attentiveness. Managing stress, anxiety, and anger is a learned skill, definitely. Understand what sets off your distress or anger. Choose how you will respond to your triggers more effectively. Persist with this approach until it becomes an automatic response. You may feel you are resistant to learning the lesson at hand. The reasons for resistance vary. It may be stubbornness, habit, or a self-destructive pattern. During times of conflict, your lesson may be more crisis-oriented. You may be in denial about something in your life. It can be hard to face your fears and admit weakness. Issues may build to a point where you need to address your reactions. Be honest with yourself. Are you in an addictive cycle? Are you accepting responsibility for your role in the situation? You may need an outside source to help you break out of a pattern. Once you recognize an unhealthy pattern, you can learn how to improve your existing situation. Try new approaches and be open to not knowing what will happen next. Ask to learn this lesson with grace. And that card is all about the Reiki principles. It's talking about handling your emotions that might happen without your realizing it. Anger and worry are two emotions that we would like to manage better most of the time. And the Reiki principles, just for today, let go of anger, let go of worry. Just for today, be honest with yourself. It mentions that as well. Because when we look at our lives clearly, not in a negative way, that is not what honestly means. Honestly does not mean having the mean, horrible person on your shoulder going, oh, you did that wrong and you did that horrible and why do you do that all the time? That's not what Reiki's saying at all. The principle of just live your life honestly is asking you to look at how you might be responsible for some of the things. Okay, well, I reacted poorly in that situation and I may have caused the other person to be a bit aggravated because of my reaction, instead of just going, they did. Well, I had part of that too. So there's more than one to every more than one perspective to every situation that happens. So take responsibility for that. Don't condemn yourself for your behavior. That's not what it's saying. It's asking you to be kind to yourself, but look at it honestly. Because you are a beautiful person. And I know that there's nothing that you would want to do to hurt somebody else. That's not the point. The point is that sometimes we're hurt so much inside that when we do something, it does end up hurting someone else, which is their responsibility, not ours. But we then feel bad if they feel hurt by our situation. But when we start looking at things responsibly, we become aware, honestly, I should say, we become aware. And that's the first step to changing our own behavior. And when we start to do that and practice it daily, it is amazing. And that's where, just for today, be grateful comes in. Because when you're being grateful, that's when you allow yourself the change in your other emotions. Because you can stop for a second when anything happens. Become grateful for the fact that you're breathing right now, for the fact that you have a roof over your head, you have a device to watch this on. There's so many things to be grateful for. And that is at the stopping point where you can go, wait a minute, I have a choice about how I react. Because really, everything's okay right now. I'm all right. And everything's okay. Feel the Reiki energy. And then either take time out, because responding right now might not be wise, or just take it a bit slower, because life is happening so fast around us. That's what this learning is all about. Life is happening so fast, and it is a constant learning curve, and it's a difficult one. It really is. But when we're grateful, it doesn't have to be scary or horrible. It can be a nice, enjoyable thing. So, beautiful card for anyone that's chosen it today. I definitely think that card is amazing. So, let's go find out what card number 2 is for the day. It is Replenish. And that card says it all, doesn't it? Get the right sleep is really what it's saying. So let's go out and find out what the card says. It's not possible to be happy or at your best all the time. So true. Having depleted energy or off days is a natural part of everyday life. However, it is how you manage those times when you are energetically low that is important. It is imperative to take care of your emotional energy just as you take care of your physical well-being. This means addressing depression, fear, mood swings, anger, or feeling drained of energy. Have strategies for coping and replenishing yourself, such as an exercise program. Identify ways of regrouping and gaining control of your energy. There are benefits to scheduling a day each month that is just for you. This day can be whatever you like it to be. Sleep in, a dinner date. Oh, sorry, I missed it. Sleep in, watch a favorite movie while enjoying a favorite treat. Make a dinner date with friends, or just catch up for a chat. Doing something that makes you feel good will help you revitalize your energy. When you are in a healing process, depression can be a challenge. I know all about it, believe me. Make sure you take steps to address depression early on. This is so important. As soon as you start to see that downward spiral, stop, be grateful, and change that mindset, because it's your thoughts that send you further down that way. I know I was a professional depression person. I know all about it. Talk to people about how you're feeling. It is important to talk about it, but keep it on the up and up. Don't talk about it and get more and more negative. And if you need, get help organizing time for something you enjoy. So, it's a beautiful, beautiful card. It does show somebody relaxing, but the card also mentions exercise, and exercise is another way to replenish. I go for a walk every morning because it's that important to my mental health, that activity. Sleep is too, but so is that walk. So, beautiful card for anyone that's chosen card number 2 today. Hello, Facebook user is what it says. Thank you for your comment. Oh, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And sending hugs to you too. Definitely. Thank you. I love that. You know, everyone that knows me knows I love hugs. So, but coronavirus kind of stopped that a bit. Anyway, so if you've chosen card number 3, it is compassion. And thank you for your... Oh, hi, Kirsten. Oh, lovely to see you live. How wonderful. Thank you. Big hugs to you, too. And card number 3 is compassion. And that is what Reiki is all about, isn't it? Let's go over and find out what the card says. During a healing challenge, it might seem counterintuitive to have compassion for someone who has hurt you in the past. However, forgiveness is a vital step in your healing process. Decide to let go of resentment. Feelings of hurt, suffering, being the victim, or wanting revenge are low in vibration and prevent you from making progress. Forgiveness carries a high vibration. Forgiving someone in your past will bring healing to you. You don't need to communicate an apology, forgiveness, or something you do within yourself. What was it? Let me just reread that again. Forgiving someone in your past will bring healing to you. You don't need to communicate an apology, forgiveness. Sorry, forgiveness is something you do within yourself. That is what I thought it was saying, but then I read it wrong. Once you decide to forgive, it can lead to feelings of tolerance, sympathy, and consideration for the person who hurt you. This card might be prompting you to consider any hurt or pain you may have caused others. Ponder the times when others have forgiven you. Forgiveness is a process. You may need to reflect on small offenses more than once, and bigger offenses even more so. And this card is wonderful. With it talking about forgiveness, I'd like to point out that you can forgive someone and still not necessarily come across them again in the future. You can forgive them for what happened, but you can also put your boundaries up so that you don't have to encounter that kind of behavior again. So it's not saying forgive and forget. It's saying forgive, because that brings wonderful feelings into your own heart when you can tolerate the situation at arm's distance or whatever, a long distance really, I mean, there are certain people I don't talk to anymore, but I have forgiven them, but I'm not going to subject myself to that. And that's okay. You don't have to. The smaller offenses, you know, when it's a friend that's done something they didn't even realize that they could have hurt your feelings for whatever reason, they're just being them. Forgive them, because your reaction has nothing to do with what their intention was. So sometimes we get upset about things because of our own situation, and it has nothing to do with what that other person intended. So that's something to be aware of. But compassion is something that we all want to be open about, giving that compassion to others. And forgiveness is a great way to do that. It really is. It's a beautiful card for anyone that's chosen it. I do love it. And I love also the fact that this card is green also, and very nature. I mean, if you're having trouble forgiving, go out in nature and just get out in the garden for a little bit, you know, ground yourself a little, because that does help. But sending Reiki to a situation will definitely help with that. I've sent loads of Reiki into my past. I've sent loads of Reiki to the future as well. But I've sent loads of Reiki to the past, and that's helped to heal some relationships that were very difficult for me. Doesn't mean that I have to have a relationship with them now, but it's made me see different perspectives. And it did help me with a situation with my mother where I thought she must have disliked me for a long time, but because she died when I was young, I couldn't ask her. And I found out from sending Reiki that actually she loved me very much. And she didn't want me to feel like I was unloved. That wasn't the case at all. I just perceived something wrong. So sometimes forgiveness is about realizing that other people have different perspectives than we do. So beautiful card for anyone that's chosen it today. So thank you very much for joining me today. It was lovely to see you, Kirsten, live. Yay! And if you watch on replay, please pop a comment on, and I'd love to reply. It's just nice to be able to see who's joined during the week. So have a lovely week this week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.